Good morning, good day, good evening. This is YieldMax Mindset YouTube channel coming to you with our portfolio review for our Robinhood account and our Charles Schwab account. And this is the YieldMax Mindset, where income is the strategy, and if it pays, we pay attention. All right, let's get to it. All right, so let's review our portfolio right quick, and then we'll progress. Because if I'm not mistaken, give or take an error, I added 26 new positions, and we will go over and review those positions as far as just letting you know what they are, seeing how many shares we got, and that's about it. We ain't get into no analyzing it and all that. Not just yet. There may be one that I may give a little depth in because it's sort of unique. All right, but let's get to our portfolio. All right, so the time right now is 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Well, 12:10 Eastern Standard Time and 11:10 Central Standard Time. All right. So you can see our individual portfolio right now sits at 14,740. All right. This we did transfer 5K out of this account into our cash only account, and we will hit that after we review this account. Right. This is our margin account. All right. So live, we are down $32.96. All right. Today we're down $333. For the week, we're up $616. For the month, we're down $1,182. For the past 3 months, we're down $40,597. Year to date, we're up $2,741. That's from January 1st till now. The past year, we're down $20,826. And all time, we now sit at $8,404. All right. Buying power is at $4,461. Margin available for use stands currently at 41,833, and the margin that we've used is 37,378. Now, part of that is, I believe, when I transfer some of that over to the cash account, because I didn't have any cash in there, but I did have available funds to withdraw, and so I believe they're counting that as margin, which seems about right. All right. So right now it says low risk on our margin status, but when you only got 8% buffer, that ain't really low risk, really. You shouldn't need at least about 50%. Um, from what I understand, from my experience. All right, available to withdraw now sits at $1,044. All right. Interest rate is at 5%. Make sure that's right. Yep, less than 50,000. Yep, 5%. That's us. And as always, if you have a margin account, having gold membership allows you to get the first 1,000 on margin interest free. You can use that as an investment strategy on margin. Say you got 20,000 and you got a margin and you only want to borrow 1,000, you can borrow that 1,000 and pay no interest and pay it back over the course of a month or two or three or four or five, however it takes to pay you $1,000 back if you get in dividend, or you can simply deposit cash and eliminate eliminate that 1,000. But anyway, it's interest free. So the only thing you have to do is just return $1,000. There's not too many places where you can get interest free money and not have to pay interest on it. So just a little investment strategy. All right. All right. Let's get back here. I think that's where we want to go. All right. So now let's review our positions. Now, what was the week of Christmas or the week going into New Year's? RobinHood had some free gifts that they were giving out. Let's see here. This right here, if you remember this short video, for like 1,100 of you all viewed it. All right. And so this is where they was giving gifts out. There was a total of 6 days, and they gave out gifts for each day. Different tokens, coins, car, different items, right? And supposedly everybody, not everybody, but somebody won the car. I don't remember what type of car it was. A Birkin bag, iPod, stuff like that. And then, um, so I was able to make it. I think I was able to get 3 of the 6 prizes. The first one I forgot. 2 of them I missed the times. All right, so I got some Solana. I got 0.02203. I got some Ethereum here at 0.000867. And I also acquired some, or I was gifted XRP. I was gifted all 3 of these. XRP is at 1.08. So I got 1 XRP token. All right. Alrighty. And let's review our position that's in our individual account. All right. First up is Bitwise. So in our investment account, Bitwise it closed, looked like it closed Friday at $17. Our market value is $10,200, and we're down total return of $2,883 for an average cost of $21.81 for 600 shares. My last distribution on dividends, let's see what that was for this account. That's me buying 100 shares. So I bought 100 shares, additional 100 shares on J6 at 1760. All right. But our last distribution was for 500 shares, $2.25 per share for $1,123.51. All right. That reviews that account. I mean, that position, not account. Next, we got SoFi. 26.91. It's down 49 cents right now in the overnight market. Our market value is at $2,692. Our total return is a negative 86.97 for an average cost of 27.79 for 100 shares. All right, this is not a dividend position. This is a stock position, a growth position, or trading position. All right, so let's go to our history. So I don't know if this is all of it, but we had 25 shares that we acquired at 26.50. We sold, all right, and then we bought 1,000 shares at 27.79, and we sold 900 of those on January the 6th. We bought 1,000 shares on November the 19th, and we sold 900 shares at $27.50. It doesn't show it here, but that was just a little bit over $1,500 in profit. All right. Next, we got RobinHood. All right, is at 114.67. It's down 60 cents in the overnight market. Our market value is at $11,467. Our total return is a negative $1,552. Average cost is $130 for 100 shares. And let's see here, RobinHood. Here, let's see here. We bought 20 shares at 116, and we bought additional 80 shares at 133, giving us an average cost of $130.19. All right, next position is Netflix. It's currently at 89.01. It's down 45 cents in the overnight market. Our market value is at 26,706, and we have a total return of a negative $1,708. The average cost of $94.71 for 300 shares. Our history on that account is we bought 100 shares on December 5th at $100.47. And on January the 7th, we bought an additional 200 shares at $91.84. So that is literally probably about 80 or 90% of the margin that we borrow, because I think it's at 37,000. And so this is pretty much right at $2,700, a little bit over $2,700 that we acquired here. All right. And so the other part of that was in Robinhood and SoFi that makes up that. All right. Now let's get to our cash account. And this is going to include our prior positions that we had in this account, and it should include the new 26 position that we added. All right. So right now, our cash account is at $10,191. We're up $33.47. All right. So for the week, we're down $47.11. For the month, we're down $227.59. In the past month, we're down $218. All right. Year to date, we are up $17.32 year to date. And we hadn't had this cash account, well, it's been just almost 2 months. So there's no more history beyond that. All right. But you can see our buying power is at $80 right now. All right. $80.06. All right, so cash earning interest is $72.43. Look like Saturday we got some more dividends. I don't recall. Generally, it should have happened Friday night, but it look like we got some Saturday. All right, so our interest earning on that cash is 3.25%. Interest we've earned this month is at 0.34. And lifetime, since we had this about almost 2 months, we've earned $3.92. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go to our positions. And if I did this in the order, it should list the position that I held before I added the 26. So first up in our cash account is, nope, that ain't supposed to be there. It's supposed to be XRP. All right. So let's see here. Give me just a second. I'm trying to see what order did it go last to first. Yep, it did. It went last to first. So we need to go this direction. All right. So first up is XRP. All right. So XRP at close on Fridays at 23.52. All right. Our market value is at 588 for a total return of a positive 37 cents for an average cost of 23.51, 25 shares. This is a non dividend position. This is a single stock position. Basically, I guess you can say it's a growth position on XRP. So we bought on November 24th, we bought 25 shares. All right. Next, we got ICOI, cash account here, $17. Market value. Let me go do this right here and then come back here. All right. All right. Market values at $17. We have, excuse me, price is at $17. Our market value is at $850. Total return is a negative 132.18 for an average cost of $19.64 for 50 shares. Our last distribution amount on that, let's see here, was December 29th. It's a monthly paying ETF, 25 shares at $2.25 for $56.18. All right. Okay, so that got that. Let's move on. Close that one out. Next position is Netflix. All right, is 88.96. All right, our market value is 889. Total return is a negative 156.26 for an average cost of 104.56 for 10 shares. All right, let's see here. Here. All right, next. All right, so this was still, let me go here and make sure. Yep, yep. So this was a position that we already held. Granted shares, Yield Boost Cohen, their version of Coney. I believe this is a leverage position. All right, so it was at 764. Market value is at 382. Total return is a negative 115.37 for 50 shares. Average cost is 9.95. We actually have a pending dividend for $11.16 for January the 13th, and I believe that is a Tuesday. Our last distribution was January the 6th. 50 shares at 23 cents for $11.41, and our new position is for $11.16. All right, next is Granite Shares Yield Boost NVIDIA ETF. This is one of the positions that we was holding prior in our cash position. So it's not one of the new positions. It's a new position, but not like the latest new position, right? It's a month or two old. All right, so this ETF is at 1820. It's down 13 cents in the over market. Our market value is at 455. Our total return is a negative 65.50. Our average cost is 20.82 for 25 shares. All right, we have a pending distribution here for January the 13th, $9.20. And our prior distribution was 25 shares at 35 cents for $8.75. All right, so our distribution amount is up for that position. All right, next, this is, see here, this is still, okay, now I know. This is still an older position. Granted shares yield boost for AMD 2049. Our market value is at 676.16. Total return is a negative 71.94 for 22.67 for 33 shares. We have a pending distribution for January 13th, excuse me, for $13.09. Prior distribution for 25 shares for 43 cents was $10.65. All right, next we have YieldMax Mr. This is Mr. Target 25, $41.98, up 71 cents in overnight. After hours. All right, so our market value is at 209.90. Total return is a negative $22.84 for an average cost of 46.55 for 5 shares. All right. Let's see here. Last distribution was on January the 7th for 5 shares, basically 20 cents for 99 cents. All right. Our next position is AMC. This is a meme stock position, short squeeze position. GME, if you all know about it, mother of all short squeeze. All right. So AMC is at 168. It was up 19 cents on Friday, and then after market, it went up additional 4 cents. All right. So our market value is at 1,680. Our total return is a positive 123.01 for an average cost of $1.56 for 1,000 shares. All right. Now I think this begins. All right, so now this begins our new positions uh, that are required for distribution. And first up is Defiance NASDAQ 100 Lightning Spread Income ETF is at 46.86. Overnight market is down 53 cents. All right. So our market value is 187.44 for for a total negative return of $2.16 for 4 shares for an average cost of $47.40. All right, so we have a pending distribution here. 4 shares at 18 point, excuse me, 4 shares at 0.1824 for a total of 73 cents. Now, on this one, this is one of the unique ones. I didn't think I would get another Defiance ETF because some of you, the way you felt about YieldMax, that's the way I felt personally about Defiance, right? All right, so there's only really one unique thing about this one. Let's look it up. It's QLDY, I think. All right. So inception was September the 17th of 2025. 52-week high is $52.35. 52-week low was 45.62. All right. It has 33 million under AUM, assets under management. Okay. All right. So this one, the payout frequency is 2x per week. 2x per week. So 2x per week. So what that means. So for instance, like the month of December, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There was 9 payment, dividend payments for the month of December. All right, so it pays twice per week. And sometimes when the payment is on a Monday, the next payment is on a Wednesday, and the next payment is on a Friday. So some weeks you're going to actually get paid out 3 times a week. And then some weeks you will get paid twice a week, because if it pays on a Friday, well, the next payment is going to be on the following week is going to be a Tuesday. And then 2 days from that is going to be what? A Thursday. So you get paid twice that week. And being that the last payment was on a Thursday, the following week, the payment will follow up on a Monday again, Wednesday, Tuesday. So some weeks you get paid 3 times a week, and some week you get paid 2 times a week. But it pays, it's classified as 2x per week. All right. So by that means, so we will go to November. Let's see how many payments it got in November. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. October, it got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it actually got 10 payments in October. And you can see it averaged 19 for most of October. It got down. So far, its low has been 17 cents December the 19th. And look like the high is 20 cents it got in October the 31st. So that's what was unique about that one. I was like, man, this paying. I just noticed. I was like, man, it's paying all these dividends. Like, so that's the reason why I got it. It pays several times a week. All right, so that's what that is. QLDY by Defiance. All right, and I think we went over the div. Yep. So we got our first one, or we'll be getting our first one tomorrow. So tomorrow I will get a dividend distribution of 73 cents for owning 4 shares. Now, if it does that, was tomorrow's Monday, so that means I'm possibly going to get paid 3 times this week. What I'm probably getting around anywhere from 60 to 70 something cents the remaining 2 times they're to pay on Wednesday and Friday. So, yeah. All right. Next, we got Round Hill Magnificent 7, cover call ETF, Maggie. Overnight, it is, it currently stands at $52.66. Our market value is at 157.98. We have a total positive return of 48 cents. Average cost is 52.50 for 3 shares. All right, so we have a pending distribution also on so that's if you're still listening, that's another strategy that I'm going to show. Once I go through all these positions, I'm going to show you what days of the week all these pay out. So that's another thing. All right. All right, so this pays out on Monday, and I will get a distribution of $1.09. All right, boom, we do with that one. We're done with that one. Next is Round Hill AMD Weekly ETF, $47. All right, our market value is 141. Our total return is a negative $7.98. Average cost is $49.66 for 3 shares. No pending distribution, and I don't believe we got any yet. All right, that's Round Hill. All right, next up is Round Hill Cohen, their version of Coney. All right, stock symbol is COIW. It's at 21.30 right now, and it's at up 11 cents in the overnight market. Market value is at $1. Market value is 170.4. Total return is a negative $8.28. Average cost is $22.34 for 8 shares. All right, no pending distribution. All right, moving right along. Next, we have Granite Shares Yield Boost for HIMS. All right, HMYY HIMS ETF. 1805 is what it closed at on Friday. Our market value is 162.45. Total return is a negative $13.41. Average cost is $19.54 for 9 shares. All right, this one says we have a pending distribution for the 13th of $4.46. All right, next we have Round Hill Hood weekly pair, 47.10. Market value is at 141.30. Total return is a negative $12.15 for an average cost of $51.15 for 3 shares. No pending distribution for that one. All right. Next we have Granite Shares Yield Boost Ionic Q. I can't remember. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, right? But anyway, the symbol is IOYY. 1761. Market value is 176.10. Total return is a negative 351 for an average cost of 17.96. 10 shares. We have a pending distribution for $4.89 on January the 13th. All right, next up is Granite Shares Yield Boost Gold Miners ETF, $23.16. Of our market value is at $185.25, and we have a total negative return of 99 cents. Average cost is $23.28. Number of shares is 8, and we have a pending distribution on January the 13th of $3.45. All right, next we have Round Hill Palantir. All right, $35.95. Stock symbol is PLTW. All right, market value is $179.76. We have a total return of a negative $6.55 for an average cost of $37.26 for 5 shares. No pending distribution here. All right, next we have Granite Shares Yield Boost for QBTS. Stock symbol is QBY, 1862. Market value is 167.55. We have a total negative return of $13.80 for an average cost of $20.15 for 9 shares. All right, we have a pending distribution of $4.58. It paying out. I guess I should have told you what the others were paying out. But we'll just start here. All right, so 9 shares is paying out 51 cents. All right, next we have Granite Shares yield boost for RGTI. All right, um, symbols actually RGYY. All right, so it's $18.60. Our market value is at 164.40 for a negative total return of $9.05. Average cost is 19.61 for 9 shares. All right, so we have a pending distribution for $4.52. It's paying out 50 cents per share. Next, we have Granite Shares Yield Boost Semiconductor ETF, $21. All right, market value is at 168. We have a total negative return of $1.89 for an average cost of $21.24 for 8 shares. All right, we have 8 shares with a distribution amount of 56 cents for $4.50. Next, we have Rex shares, Tesla, cover call ETF, $25. Market value is at 175. Total return is a positive $5.67. Average cost is $24.19 for 7 shares. No pending distribution. All right, next we have Round Hill Weekly Pay Universe, WPay, $42.14. Market value is at 168.56. We have a negative total return of 148 for an average cost of 42.51 for 4 shares. No pending distribution for that. All right. Next, we have YieldMax Kavana, 38.96. Total market value is at 194.8. And we have a total positive return of $5.26 for an average cost of $39.91 for 5 shares. No pending distribution for that. All right, next we have YieldMax DraftKings DKNG, $30.95. Our market value is at 154.75. Have a total negative return of $2.60 for 31.47 of average cost for 5 shares. No pending distribution for that. Next, we got YieldMax GME, Jimmy, 35.69. Market value is at 178.45 for a total negative return of 143 for an average cost of $35.98 for 5 shares and no pending distribution for that. Next, we have YieldMax Hood, 47.15. Market value is at 141.45 for a negative total return of $7.64. Average cost is $49.70 for 3 shares. No pending distribution for that. All right, next we have YieldMax Platy, 49.82. All right, market value is 149.46 for a total negative return of $4.89 for average cost of $51.45 for 3 shares and no pending distribution for that. Next, we have Granite Shares Yield Boost Hood. All right, 13.56. Market value is at 176.28 for a total negative return of 533 for average cost of 13.97 for 13 shares. All right, we have a penny distribution, 13 shares at 37 cents is $4.77. Next, we have Bitwise GME income strategy, 2469. Market value is 172.83, and we have a total positive return of $3.78 for an average cost of $24.15, 7 shares, no pending distribution. Next, we have Bitwise Circle option income strategy, $30.88. Total market value is 185.27 for a total negative return of 553 for an average cost of 31.80 for 60 shares, no pending distribution. Next, we have NEO's Bitcoin High Income ETF, 46.45 is up $1.18 in the overnight market. Our market value is 185.80 for a total positive return of $1.64 for an average cost of 46.08 for 4 shares. No pending distribution for that. Next, we have NEO's Ethereum High Income ETF, $50.69. Market value is 152.07 for a total negative return of 6.24. Average cost is 52.77 for 3 shares. No pending distribution. Next, we have ETF Opportunities Trust Rex AI Equity Premium Income ETF, $39.97. Market value is at $159.88. Total return is a negative $1.22 for an average cost of 40.28 for 4 shares. No pending distribution there. All right. Next, we have Rex Shares ETF Opportunities Trust Rex Crypto Equity Premium Income ETF, $35.15. Market value is $175.75 for a total negative return of 10 cents for an average cost of $35.17 for 5 shares. No pending distribution. And that concludes those positions. Now, how did I wanted to show you what days they're paid out, right? So, my monthly ETFs are going to consist of NEHI, BTCI, CEPI, AIPI, ICRC. I don't have IETH. I put it in there because I thought I had purchased it, but I did not. So I should have actually had 27 purchased. And then I think there's 2 more I probably was going to get from, I didn't get them yet. But I thought I got this one, but I didn't. So I went ahead and included it. But I do have IGME and ICOI. So these are my monthly pairs that I have thus far. All right. Next, we have our monthly pair ETF that we've selected. And our monthly pair, well, I have QLDY. Some Mondays, sometimes it's going to pay Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and some Mondays going to actually pay actually going to pay Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then some weeks it's going to pay Tuesday, Thursday. So, but I have it listed in here. Probably could have listed in all of them for the day of the week, but excuse me. Let's see here what we got going on. All right. So yeah, you basically list it for every day of the week, basically, right? All right, for our Tuesday, of course, we can put that one I just spoke of, but for our Tuesday distribution or positions, we have SMCY, RGYY, QBY, PLTW, NUGY, IOYY, HOOY, HOOOW, HMYY, COIY, and AMDW. Those consist of our Tuesday pairs. Our Wednesday pairs is going to be WPay and TSII, and WPay. All right. Our Thursday pairs. Come on now. Let's get back here. Our Thursday pairs are going to be QLDY, and it's not going to pay every Thursday, but every other Thursday, right? And then there's potential. I potentially could find another position to add there. Our Friday pairs is going to be PLTY, HOOY, GMEY, DRE, and CVNY in our Robinhood cash count. All right. Now let's move along to our cash count and our Charles Schwab position. All right. Yes, I do have some AMC there. We got it at 158. The price is at 166. And so we're up a little bit in there. All right. So our position here consists of Carvana, Grayscale Ethereum, Round Hill Hood, Bitwise ICOI, Bitwise ICRC, Bitwise IETH, Granite Shares IOYY, Granite Shares May, YieldMax Morrow, YieldMax Misty, YieldMax Plady, Defiance QLDY, YieldMax SMCY, and Granite Shares Tesla or Tesla or Tessie. All right. So net account we're down $3,400. All right, and let's see. Yep, I think that's about it there. All right, so far for the month in our cash account here, we have acquired $73.31 for basically almost 2 weeks. $73.31. All right, you can see here. Estimated income is projected to be 503.95. We've received that 71.31, and it's estimating that we got $430.64 waiting to be received. Right now, we have an average monthly distribution of $42. All right. Powell says Justice Department served with subpoena. Let's refresh and see if there's something new going on. Powell reveals DOJ has subpoenaed the central bank indictment push. Powell reveals Sunday night that the DOJ served the Fed with grand jury. Does it say? All right. So futures is down right now. All right. All right, let's go to here. So Divi tracker is saying 29,844. Monthly distribution is at 2487 was 2487.05. So we're holding 43 position total. Let's include dividend positions and regular stock positions. All right, we have margin of 37,000. All right, we're currently down overall in our accounts, right at $10,000 total. All right. Snowball Analytics has us having an annual income of 30,304, monthly income of 2525. All right. All right. Let's get to the Q&A. All right. So let's see here. Nestor Fun says SoFi just killed you today. My condolences. That was 5 days ago. I replied, I sold 900 of the 1,000 shares yesterday at $29.50, and SoFi is currently sitting at 27.40. 27.40. So I think I made just over $1,500 in profit when I sold that. So that, and for those that have been following me, that's what I've been waiting on. My SoFi position, so I could actually get started in my dividend position. Been holding SoFi. It did go up to $30 one time. I held still because I was waiting for it to run up and hit maybe 33. And if I was fortunate enough, 36, sell that profit, boom, and it didn't. So when it finally got to above my above $27 and some change, got to 29.50, I sold those 900 and kept 100 shares just in case if it ran. And depending on my situation, I could probably get back in, buy it at a lower price, sell it again, make some profit. All right, Dividend Sith says YieldMaxMindset, what do you use to screen record? I said I use Loom for desktop and recording feature within iPhone for shorts. He says iPhone dies or iPhone does not screen record. Okay, thanks. I'm not sure if he says does not. I think that's what he's trying to say. Does not screen record. Okay, thanks. But he said thanks. All right. I don't know if he's seen my reply here, but 3 hours ago I said I have a short video for you to watch of mine's at the bottom of this comment, which I said watch until the end or just skip to the end around 2:55 mark in the short. I said, okay, you'll see widgets at the end of the video. Over to the right side, second from the bottom, you will see a white circle with a red dot within it. That's the option to screen record from your iPhone if you have one. Simply swipe downward on the right side of your screen to get it. Once you select it to record, it'll count down from 3 seconds before recording your iPhone screen. So you can swipe after you hit it. It starts the countdown, swipe up. So whatever app you're on, it'll start recording whatever you have on your screen. I said, if not, there's an option you can add it. I don't remember how I added it. I think I was doing some research and found that feature, and it's a feature within the iPhone, but if it's not in widgets, you have to add it. I said that's how you create YouTube Shorts using your iPhone or long form if you choose. Now that video that I was talking about, let's see here, it was this one, I believe. Okay, so if you get over here, right here, if you're watching this Dividend Sith, if you swipe down on your iPhone right here, this comes up. You know, you can turn your Wi-Fi on, do not disturb. Hit this button right here, and it'll start a countdown. Swipe up, and then you record your YouTube short or a long form video. If you do a long form video, when people watch it, it's just going to be a small area when they're watching it. But if you do a short, then and you upload it doing the studio app, it'll be a short format. So yes, you can screen record with your iPhone. All right, next we got Sakali. I'm down almost 8K for the start of the New Year's. I said, hopefully you've recovered some of your yesterday's run up, because it did run up the next day. So hopefully recover some. All right, next, let's see here. All right, we got Kelly again, says, nice video. I said, thank you. All right, next we got this one. All right, my good friend Mike Lester says, my RDDY is doing pretty well right now. Great payouts for the last month. R so plus up $70 overall in gains. Better results than CRCO so far. Dividend says, take your gains and run. Mike Less Mike Lester says, was thinking of mostly kicking back and collecting this year, to be honest. No more buying unless I see sweet deals arises. Laughing out loud. Things are crazy with the current administration. USA all messed up right now. I says, Mike, if you're up $70 in profit, I would advise setting a stop limit order, maybe at 20 cents above your cost average, so that it does not fall and continues to fall. It will kick you out and just to be a little what was I saying? It will kick you out just a little bit above your cost average, and you won't lose any money. You'll walk away with a little profit. And if it gets to a place where it consolidates, you can get back in, preserve your capital. If people learn anything from me, you want to preserve your capital. Uh, oh, Mike respond. Okay, he says, very good tip, my brother. All right, Dividend says, yield, max, mindset. Mike says the comment you made a few videos ago was hilarious. It was hilarious, Mike says. Sending positive vibes that we all have a banger this year. Yes, indeed. I said, Dividend, Seth. I says, thank you, sir, for dropping by, viewing the content. It is the YieldMax Mindset YouTube channel. Income is the strategy, and if it pays, we pay attention. He says, just posted my first video. Okay, I have. He says, challenge 90 days of growth where I buy $5 of my core foundation in ETF IVVV, QQQM, GRNY, FTEC, CHAPSOXQ. All right. He said, just posted my first video. I have challenged 90 days of growth. Let's see what else he said here. He says, YieldMax Mindset, to be honest, the NAV decay of a lot of my weekly ETFs have scared me. I've sold a lot to put towards growth or monthly. GPTY is next, and I'm assuming he's saying GPTY is next to be sold. I don't know. Let's see if he put his channel out there as his name's here. Let's see. Let's see if we can find our friend out here. There it is. Oh, he's got 900 subscribers. I thought he said this must be an old video then. I mean, an old channel. But that's his channel right there. Let's hit it. Or maybe he just posted the first. Uh, let's see. Yep, there it is right there. One video, 900 subscribers. All right, let's see if we can find it. Oh, this is it right here. Let's watch a brief portion of it because it'll stop. The mic will go off and my rest to this will go silent. So let's hit it.
This is not financial advice. This is just my journey. So I have my small weekly account. Not small to me, it's my account. So as you see, $5,100. I got way too much stuff in here and I'm about to trim it. I really want to, because these weeklies are killing me. WK has broke my heart. I didn't really care about RDT, but I didn't put a few $100s in
I
there.
got out of it earlier last
DW
year.
is killing me. Mags is not performing like I wanted to. This is basically SCHG. That's killing me. That's killing me. This is just uranium play. So I'm
All right, let's
really
skip.
big for QM. So this is what I'm looking at. Like I wanted to. Like.
All right. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch that during my spare time and give my brother show my brother some love. All right. Let's get back to where we are. All right. So he just posted his first video. For those that want to follow him, go like and subscribe. All right. Now that we're done with that, I had to get back because last time I did something like that with a bad financial decision. Played one of her videos for 3 minutes, went back to finish recording mine, and there was no sound the rest of my video that you always tell me. So I didn't want that to happen now. So I hope that hasn't happened now. I hope that hasn't happened now. All right. Where we at? Right here. No comments there. All right. No comments there. All right. Let's go to the shorts. Let's see here. December the 6th. Let's see if we're going back that far. Yep. Let me go back a little bit further. Let's go here. 8 days ago, 7 days ago. Okay. I think I already did this one, right? Yeah. Maybe let's hit the next one up. All right. Vandross says stock is going a lot higher. You should look into selling cover calls and sell 10 on the 1,000 and get money and keep stocking. And I believe he's talking about on my SoFi position. I said that's absolutely correct. SoFi definitely will be running higher. Should have set my stop loss at $29 so I can trace it up. Well, in hindsight, I'm glad I sold at $29.50 because it went lower than that. I was thinking if I had set it at 29, it wouldn't have come down to $29 and I could have stayed there and followed it up to maybe $33, right? Of course, that didn't happen. All right. Let's see. Next, we got this one. All right. This individual said, "Let's get that cheddar." Mm, mm, mm. I like it. I says we aim to with the help of the Lord. All right. Skylin says, Happy New Year's. Saw your margin call from last year. I want to share my strategy with you. You keep your current holdings, but don't reinvest your dividends. This will limit your NAV erosion and permit those funds and permit those funds into a solid, profitable long-term holdings. Just a thought. Happy investing. I replied a couple hours ago. I said, Happy belated New Year's to you as well, and thank you for watching my clip and hopefully my other videos as well. Laughing out loud. I said, Thank you for sharing that investment strategy. I did have a plan to stop investing those dividends, but I waited too late and got margin call. Had I not been reinvesting the dividends, it definitely would have taken care of the margin. I currently don't hold those positions at this current time. I had to hit the reset button with my initial capital and to keep my initial capital is what I was trying to say. And I will um, begin a new journey. I said, what's your former investing? What was I saying? What former investing are you? I meant to say what's your form investing are you what form of investing are you currently in or practicing? And I didn't put that in there right, but she did reply. I didn't know she had replied. She says, thanks for the response. She says, all hearts broken when you posted the margin call video. Oh, all hearts broken when you posted the margin call video. Glad to see you are getting back in there. We can't let one event limit our future gains. Amen to that. She says, my story is definitely different from all other followers. I am allergic to debt. She said, I'm allergic to debt. Financial journey coming to YouTube near you in 2025. My biggest YieldMax holding is NVIDIA. I didn't, I don't reinvest the dividends. I use them to buy legit AI stocks or purchase passive income ETF. I'm building a long term portfolio, happy investing. God is in control. Does that keep happening? I don't know how that pops or what I do to cause it to pop up. And I don't quite really know how to get rid of it. There it go. I don't know how that pops up. Thank you. Right. All right. Label says, what is this app? I says the app is called Divi Tracker. Best wishes with it. Black Hillbilly 2434 says, do you have a downside strategy? Do you have a downside protection strategy? I said, no, sir, at this moment, other than to implement a limit stop order. He says, okay, trying to strategize myself, so looking for some examples. I said, if you got one, excuse me, as if you got a good one, feel free to share. We're all ears over here. All right, let's see. We're here now. All right, Victimizer says, so down 20K overall? He's talking about from this video. I says, according to Snowball Analytics, it was 23,000 that I was down. Keem says, couldn't have made 97,000 while taking a 100K loss. This is why leaving YieldMax out of your portfolio is better. It has other companies. I said, according to Snowball Analytics, we made 97,000 in dividends made, and we had a $23,000 loss. Mike Lester says, wow, quite an amazing feat to reach in dividends, though. I'll round it up to 100K, my dude. Hoping this year would be a banger. Yes, sir. I said, whoa, so close. So close I could smell it. Oh, he did reply. I'm just saying this, Mike. He says, like a he said, like a bloodhound on the money trail, sniffing for them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Mike says, plus there's an added tax benefit. We can claim 3K per losses. Wish it was more, but we'll take it. I said, for sure. I think I'm going to have a little bit more to roll over for a few years. He says, I got a bit to roll over too. No, Mike, ain't no way you got as much loss as I got. Oh, no, no way. No, no, I can't have you, hurting like I'm hurting. No, one of us got to be up so they can pull the other one up. All right. All right, let's check this one. No comments there. Okay. Let's hit our post and we're out of here. Let's go. Let's go here. See if we got anything. That 8 days ago. 8 days ago. 8 days ago. Okay. All right. So is that the same one? Yep, 8 days ago. So one above it. Right. Let's try to get the one above it right here. All right, 4 days ago, 2K Goat says, I says, I hear you, buddy. 1944 says, I had a rough couple months, but I haven't lost until I panic sell or the fund is defected. Um, I don't think they're going to close them. They're just reverse split. I said that is a true statement. It's all good, especially if the positions do recover for sure. But if they never, ever recover, then at some point we may have to sell at a loss. It really depends on the underlying stock. If it makes a comeback within a year, you're probably good. If it is a reliable company, it should be okay. You may have to wait a while. Dividend says YieldMaxMindset. I said, let's go. All right. The same one. All right. Gregory says, get more May. I say, yes, that is correct. I was a little hesitant on May, but it still seemed like it's paying pretty decent. All right. Zoe says, you still holding them YieldMax funds? You finna get your bread lost. You finna lose all your bread, he says. Guy says, what are you holding? I says, I do still have and have added some new YieldMax position to my portfolio this week or this past week, along with other positions from other ETFs funds. Thank you for coming. Thank you for viewing the content. Feel free to share some positions that you would suggest. We're all ears. All right, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. All right. Thank you all for stopping by, viewing, listening. Like, share, comment below, and let's have a prosperous 2026. This is YieldMax Mindset. Um, yes, this is YieldMax Mindset, where income is the strategy, and if it pays, we pay attention. All right, I'm out. Y'all have a blessed week.